In this video, we're going to have a look at creating your own hook to insert content wherever you want it, and that just using a function file. So to give an idea of what I mean, here we have some text, the shop test, and if I click on the home page, you'll see that I have completely different information. I'm going to head back to the shop, and if I go to an individual product, you'll see we have the same information that was on the home page, and if I go into a category, you'll see that we have a different set of information again. So I'm just going to show you how you can create a function. So you can create or insert the text, the image, the video, whatever you want, wherever you want on the website. And in this case, I'm just doing this below the header text so that it would be site-widely visible. Right, so to get started then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over here to this snippet, and I'm going to delete all the content in that. So the moment I delete all that content and I head over to the website, you'll see there's nothing to see here, and we just have the standard website without that notice. What I can do now is just show you how that works, and you'll see now that if I apply the code of this action hook, there's nothing to see. So let's create a new action here. So if I go do underscore action, and let's just say by underscore insert underscore content, and let's just say header content. You can call it whatever you want, and then we just copy that. So that's essentially now we've created the position on the website for the content to be output. So that's all that you need to do. Now what we do is we head over to the functions page, and let's create a function and output some text. So very easy. Let's say top underscore text, and right, so that's the basic outline for the function, and now I'm just going to tell it where to output the information. And what we do is we change the do to an add, so we're adding the action now, and I make sure that after the comma we have the name of this function, close that off, and now what I'm going to do is just echo something here, and let's just call it echo top content and save. Now when I go over to the website, you'll see that I have my top content. If I wanted to add a bit more, say I wanted to add something above that, well, if that's the top, maybe I want to add something, well, let's just call that the default. So we'll call that the default content, and I'll call this top text top underscore top. And now what I'm going to do is call this, that's the default. So this one will be the top content. And to make it the top content, I actually have to give it the number 9. So the default number that is allocated by WordPress is number 10. And that's the hierarchy or the priority of the content. So if I put this in at number 9, it'll appear on the page before that content. So if I now save this and I head over to the website, you'll see that that now appears the top content, then we have the default content, and now what I'm going to do is add the content at the bottom or below that, and we'll say let's change top there to below and below, and now I'm going to change the number here to 11 so that it's very tightly just after the default text. So we'll save that, and now you'll see that we have the top content, default, the content, and then the top content again, and that's because I didn't change this to let's go the content below and refresh, and now you'll see that we have the content below. Of course, it's a little bit hard to read because it's all in the same line, so what I'm going to do then is just add a div, and I'm just going to do that to separate the items into individual rows so you can have a look. Right, and save. Now when we go to the website and refresh, you'll see that we have them in 3 different rows. And of course, now I can specify where the content gets output. So the important part to remember is that this, as part of this add action, this initial inverted comma reference must be the name of the do action on the website. So if I head back here now, we can pretty much do anything we want within that space. So if I only wanted content to appear on the shop, what I'll do then is I'm going to copy this. Or, let's just do this. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call this the shop text, shop, and then, right, so now what I can do is just add a quick if is underscore shop, then output some text and just close the braces. And now if is shop, then echo this is the shop. Right, we'll save that. And when we refresh now, you'll see that we have this is the shop, but we also have everything else. And we put that in at the default priority, and I don't want any of the other information on there as well. So I'm just going to copy that, and now I can say if not the shop, then output the information. Do the same here, do the same there, and then just the closing brace there, closing brace there, save. So now we've said if it's not the shop, output. So now if it is the shop, let me just have a look. We didn't put in the exclamation mark. So the exclamation mark says that it's not the shop. And now you'll see we have, this is the shop. And if I go here, you'll see, I have the default content. The shop, I have something different. If I go into a product category, now we have the default again. And that's because we didn't say, so if it's not the product, so let's just say, or not is, in fact, if you're going to do that, we should rather use and we say is product category. So we're going to say here now, if it's not the shop and it's not the product category, then show that information. Then we just copy that, paste that in there, paste that in there. We'll save that. Now when we go across to accessories, it doesn't say anything, and that's because here where we had is shop, we're going to change that now and say is underscore product category and save. Now when we go into the product category, you will actually see that it says this is the shop. In a similar way, then we can also check what happens when we're on an individual product page. So you'll see here we're on an individual product page, and of course we have different content. So to make sure that it's the same and it says is shop, what we'll do is in the function here, we're going to add and exclamation mark is underscore product. And I'm going to copy that and just paste that in here. And over here, I'm just going to add or and is underscore product, save. And now when we head over to the website and refresh, you'll see that it says this is the shop on the product page. It says that on the category page, and it says it on the shop page. And if I go to the rest of the website, I'm seeing a different set of content. The same thing would apply then if it was a standard post. So I don't have a post. Well, here's a page, our services, and if I wanted to put something else other than that on the services page or on a standard page, then what I can do now is just say don't add this to the, if it's a standard page. So let's just do and not is underscore page. So now this information won't appear on a standard page either. I'll just show you. It's a bit crazy because then there'll be nothing on any of the pages, but it's just really to demonstrate how this works. And we'll save that, head over to the website, and now when we look at the page, there's nothing to see. If we wanted to target this page specifically, we can do that. If we hover over edit page, you'll see that the bottom left hand corner, we'll just see that this is post with an ID of 10. So if I wanted to target some content for page number 10, I'm going to do that here. And just to make it a little bit quicker, I'm just going to copy. So, and this is going to be services. So we do that. And now what I'm going to do is just go remove that. And now we're going to go is page, and I'm going to put in the ID of the page. So if it is page 10, then echo this is page with ID 10. And I know that because I've checked what the ID is. So we'll save that now. And now when we head over to the website, you'll see that this is the page with ID 10. And when I go to the home page, of course, now I don't see anything because I have added this into the function. And if I wanted to target a standard post, we could do it in the same way. So if I go to my posts here, and let's just view that. So we only have the one post, and you can see the information. So maybe I don't want that to show on the post page. So for the single post, then we would just say and not is underscore single. And so now we're telling it not to display it on the single post page. So that would be fine for those three. We'll save it. And now when we have a look at the post page, we won't see those three items, but we are seeing the shop. And so we only want that to show on the shop page. So where we have the, this is the shop. So that would be here. I'm going to save that, and now it doesn't say this is the shop. If I go back to the shop, you'll see that I edited my snippet. So what I'm going to do now is just change that to say if it is the shop and it is the product category and it is a product, then show. Then I don't need to exclude it from the others because it's only going to show if it's one of those. Save. And now, of course, it shows on the, should be showing on the shop again. If it comes to showing is, then you use the two vertical lines, which is for or, and if you want to exclude, you use the and. So we save, and now when I go over to the shop, you'll see that it appears on the shop page, the individual product page, and the accessory page. If I go to the home page and I go to our services, you'll see our services was targeted with just that single line of content. We've excluded it from general pages, and if I go over to the post page, and to do that, I just need to head over here into the backend because it's not in the navigation. you'll see that there's nothing to see on the post page. So now if we want to target the single, now I can just head over here and say, let's call it single. And this is and we'll take that out and we're just going to say if is single. And we're not going to put in the post ID, so this will appear on all single posts. This is the single post. Save. Now we head over to the website, and now on the single post, you'll see this is the single post. On our services, we have this is the page with the ID 10. Then we can look at the product tour. Now we haven't specified anything for the product tour, and everything for the general shop has for general pages has been turned off. And then there we have the shop. And now you see on the shop page now we're getting this is the single post, because the product, the single product is also technically a single post. So it's basically a custom post type. So what we'll have to do is just put in the not is underscore product and save and then refresh. So now it won't appear on the shop, but it does still appear on the single post. Right, so now we go to accessories and that works as it should. And then we have nothing to display on a general page. So that's just to give an idea of how you can create your own do action in this case, we're just going to use it to insert content, and then how you can manipulate that using your functions file to target that content area, and then also to put the content in a different sequence by using the priority number, and then also then to have different information displayed based on either the ID of the particular page or just by whether it's the shop page, a product page, or an accessory page. So I hope you found that useful, and thank you for watching.